Hello, and welcome back to Read Aloud 3 and finally concluding chapter 15 of First Samuel with me. And beyond that, I have some commentary, so I hope you'll stay to the end. So we're very close to the final happenings in chapter 15. It's been very full chapter. So basically, this is where Saul is like, oh, but please honor me before the people. And he asks Samuel to come back with him. Well, Samuel has already said that God does not change his mind, but Samuel decides to go ahead and go, he says. So Samuel went back with Saul, and Saul worshiped the Lord. Whereas before he had said, Samuel said, I will not go back with you. You have rejected the word of the Lord. Remember, so Samuel changed his mind. And on that note, that's something that I want to talk about after we finish, and you'll see why. Does God change his mind? Just keep that in mind. Let's see. Then Samuel, okay, so he says that. So Samuel went back and Saul worshiped the Lord. Then Samuel said, Bring me Agag, king of the Amalekites. Agag came to him in chains, and he thought, Surely the bitterness of death is past. He felt, okay, I'm safe. They spared me before slaughtering the other people or killing them. But Samuel said, As your word has made women childless, or your sword has made women childless, so will your mother be childless among women. And Samuel put Agag to death before the Lord at Gilgal. Then Samuel left for Ramah, but Samuel went up to his home in Gibeah of Saul. Until the day Samuel died, he did not go to see Saul again, though Samuel mourned for him. And the Lord regretted that he had made Saul king over Israel. So, more of the idea was it was interesting, right, to hear that the Lord regretted, right, something that he decided to do. So, I had a question about that. I can't remember what I plugged in here. Yeah, to get this answer on this is a Google AI answer. It was, according to most theological interpretations, when the Bible says God regrets something, it's not implying that God actually changes his mind or makes mistakes, but rather that he experiences deep sorrow or disappointment at the actions of humans. So that's really a different, right, perspective, and interesting and cool to hear. Using language relatable to humans to express his strong negative feelings about a situation, even though he already knows how things will unfold due to his omniscience, this is often called anthropomorphism. Okay? Now, I would also like to elaborate, because God Questions has an answer to the question, does God change his mind? Excuse me. Okay, so this is a Got Questions article titled, Does God Change His Mind? Malachi 3:6 declares, I, the Lord, do not change, so you, O descendants of Jacob, are not destroyed. Similarly, James 1:17 tells us every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. Numbers 23:19 is clear. God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should change his mind. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? Based on these verses, no, God does not change. God is unchanging and unchangeable. He is also all wise. So he cannot change his mind in the sense of realizing a mistake, backtracking, and trying a new track. How then do we explain verses that seem to say that God does change his mind? Verses such as Genesis 6:6. The Lord was grieved that he made man on the earth, and his heart was filled with pain. Also, Exodus 32:14 proclaims, Then the Lord relented and did not bring on his people the disaster he had threatened. These verses speak of the Lord repenting or relenting or something and seem to contradict the doctrine of God's immutability.